This video is about factoring quadratics. In this case, with our objective, I can factor quadratics. We're looking at when you have only two terms and there's going to be a negative in the middle, subtraction in the middle. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and multiply these to show you what it is on the other side when I multiply polynomials. When I've got two numbers that are the same here and here, but they have a minus here and a plus there, when I multiply them, m times m is m squared, m times n is mn, and then n times n with this negative gives me a negative mn, and then negative n times positive n is negative n squared. Notice that these two are like terms, so they get rid of each other, and I'm left with m squared minus n squared. So if I've got two terms and they're being subtracted, this is called the difference of two squares. The factoring pattern is m squared minus n squared equals the square root of each of them, so m, n, and n, with a minus for one and a plus for the other. You can put the plus first if you want to and the negative second, but you have to have a plus and a minus in order for them to have the middle terms eliminated. So when I look at these two examples, I first of all recognize there's only two terms. So I'm thinking that it's, first of all, with a minus in between, the difference of two squares pattern. And so I'm going to set up my factorization, and I'm going to have x and x, square root of 16 is 4 and 4, and just put a minus and a plus, and we're done. The factorization's done. So on this one, again, this is a perfect square. The square root of it is 5x. So 5x and 5x. Here, the square root of that is 8. So I put an 8 and an 8, and I put a minus and a plus. And I'm done, because if I were to go ahead and go through with multiplying these after factoring, you get the middle term. The first terms would be 25x squared, then plus 40x minus 40x. They get rid of each other, so no middle term, and then you have a minus 64. So the factoring pattern, difference of two squares, if you see two terms with a minus in between, first and last term are perfect squares, use this pattern and you'll be able to factor it.